Looking to move to a place that's right outside of Denver, right outside of the city limits, but you also want to be close to those beautiful mountains, like a hop, skip, and a jump away? Well, look no further, because Lakewood, Colorado is where you're going to want to check out. Now, here I am today in Lakewood. I'm right behind the public library. You'll see there's some trails and paths behind me. But today we're going to go around to some of my favorite spots in Lakewood. I'm going to show you some of the local spots in Lakewood, so you're going to get a good feel for what it feels like to live here in Lakewood, Colorado. Now, I'm Kathy Hansen. I'm a local area realtor. I'm also a suburban mom, and I'm going to be your tour guide today. And I do love making these videos for you and showing you what it's like to live, work, and play right here in the Denver metro area. But what I love more is helping you with your real estate needs. So if I can be a resource to you, if I can answer questions or help you make a move here to the Denver metro area, well, here's all of my contact information. And it's going to be in the details section and the comment section below. Now I'm sitting in front of the Belmar Library, and I'm here because I thought it would be a quiet place to film, but then I remembered that gorgeous trail and pathway right behind the library where you have those wonderful mountain views. So I started there. But here, check out, this is the Belmar Library. Now I stopped here because Belmar is like a city hub here in Lakewood. And right across the street is the big shopping center, and we're gonna go over there and check it out. So instead of me telling you about it, let's go see it. So right now I am in the Belmar Shopping Center, and this shopping center is an outdoor shopping mall, as you can see. It has your typical mall shops. It's got boutique shops. There's some bars and pubs, tons of restaurants. There's even an ice skating rink here in the winter. Now, Lakewood doesn't really have like a quintessential downtown area. There are other surrounding cities that do, but Lakewood doesn't have one. So I would say this Belmar area is probably the closest thing to a downtown. It's more like a city hub here, I guess you could say. Now, right across the street is where I was earlier, and that's the Belmar Library. That's all of the government offices are over there. There's a huge shopping center that way as well, which has like your Ulta, Ross, Michaels. There's a grocery store. Here in Belmar, I forgot to mention, there is a Whole Foods and a Target. So you have all of the shopping you could ever need right here in Belmar. And I'm just gonna do a 360 to kind of give you an idea. Now that's a big Hyatt House hotel. There's Target down there. Just to give you a little idea of what it looks like here. Now, what's really cool is they've got these lights here that stream over the street. They light up at night, so it's really cute. And then they do different events here at Belmar as well. So they have like a big Italian festival. They have lots of different fun things that are happening here in Belmar. Here's some more footage of Belmar, and you'll see right up there, there are some apartments and condos, so you can live right above the shops. All of these trees have lights in them, so they're all lit up at night. And then you can see the lights that are stringing across the street as well. Now, the other thing that makes the Belmar area so cool and special is, again, like I showed you, you've got some condos that are right above some of the stores here in Belmar, but right in front of me, which you can't see, but I'm gonna go down there and show you, there's tons of condos, there's some duplexes, there's lots of residential right here around Belmar. And I would say Belmar is probably one of the only walkable places here in Lakewood. I'm at the very end of the Belmar shopping district, but you can see here's all of the condos that I was talking about. So there's lots of residential right around here. This is the parking lot actually for Belmar. And right over there are the duplexes. We just had a big snow on Saturday, so you see that mound of snow in the parking lot. One of the reasons that people love living in Lakewood is the access to open space. Now, Lakewood is home to about 7,400 acres of open space, and that's all within the city limits of Lakewood. And there are 113 parks and 240 miles of trails throughout Lakewood. Now, right now I'm standing in Aidenbrook Park, and this park has it all. Now again, it's winter while I'm filming this, so everything is covered with snow. We just had a big snowstorm a couple days ago, but this park has walking and biking paths. It has baseball fields, basketball courts, soccer fields, and tennis courts. And there's this awesome newly renovated playground. There are gazebos that you can rent for private parties and things like that. And there's this amazing lake. Now I know it's hard to see because again, it's winter, but when it's not and everything's in bloom and the lake isn't frozen in spots, it's pretty spectacular. And there's even a horse arena and trails here at Aidenbrook Park. And this park is just one of the many parks throughout the city of Lakewood. Now this is a big park, but there's other big ones as well. Another reason that people like Lakewood is typically you get larger lot sizes. And most of Lakewood, well, they have no HOAs, so that's also attractive to people. Now Lakewood, it is pretty landlocked, meaning it's surrounded by other cities. So there's just not a lot of newer construction here in Lakewood like there are in other parts of the Denver metro area. But there are a few communities that are newer construction and they're highly desirable. Now I'm sitting in front of Casa Bonita, and Casa Bonita is a Denver icon, and it's been a Denver icon for more than 50 years. We're actually in Lakewood though, which is why I'm here today. Now Casa Bonita, right here, this big pink building, I'm gonna show you the front of it as well. Casa Bonita used to be a place that you went to because of all of the things, the activities, the fun that it provided. You definitely didn't go for the food. Or you went because it reminded you of your childhood. Now that's all changed because the creators of South Park, the TV show, well, they bought Casa Bonita, and they bought it about a year or 2 years ago. They closed for about a year. They renovated it. They revamped the whole Casa Bonita. They kept all the fun things, the things why people went, and they brought in an award-winning chef. Now, what does Casa Bonita offer? You might ask, why do people love to go? Because one, there are cliff divers. Yes, I said cliff divers. So in the middle of the restaurant, there's these cliffs that are built in. People dive off of them right into a pool in the middle of the restaurant. It's kind of fun to watch. They have a gorilla that runs around Casa Bonita as well, which is a little odd, but sort of funny. They have Black Bart's Mysterious Cave. They have arcade games, mariachi band, and now the food is really good as well. So when they opened again, you had to have tickets, and getting tickets to get into Casa Bonita was like winning the lottery, was like the golden ticket. And so I'm not sure when they're gonna open up to the general public that can just walk in and grab a seat, because right now it is still on that ticket lottery system. That's how good it is. That's how excited people of Denver were for Casa Bonita to come back, to be renovated, to bring in a good chef. It is exciting around here for this. So when you come to town, if you can get a ticket, it is a place to stop by and see, because the people of Denver love Casa Bonita almost as much as we love our Broncos. Now I got hungry while I was out filming, so why not stop at In-N-Out? Because it's located right here in Lakewood. Now I know people either love In-N-Out or they hate it, and I'm in the I love it category, so I'm listing it as a positive for living in Lakewood. One of these new construction communities is Solterra, Now, Solterra is sitting right below where I'm at right now. I'm way up on the top of the hill, and I'm gonna flip the camera around and just give you a view of the incredible views from up here in Lakewood. Now, Solterra is the community down below. You see these incredible foothills. Aren't they spectacular? Now, Solterra was built about 15 years ago, and there's still some new construction happening in Solterra right now. And in fact, I just did a tour of one of their new townhomes, and I'm gonna link it right up here above. So go ahead and watch that video once you're done with this one. Now, Solterra has a Tuscany feel to the community, and it's a community unlike any other in the Denver metro area. And as you saw, we are very close to the foothills. So some of these properties in Solterra have amazing views. Now, Solterra is one of the communities, because it's a master planned newer community, it is one of the communities that does have an HOA, but that HOA has a lot of amenities. So there is a really cool clubhouse called The Retreat, where they do activities, they have clubs, they have game room, a club room there, and they have holiday events. And then there's also an outdoor pool, and that outdoor pool, well, you get views of those foothills from that pool area, so it's pretty cool. So let's go take a drive through Solterra so you can see what some of the homes look like and what that area offers. This last place that I want to show you is the Union Square area. Now, this strip of town, it's got lots of professional buildings, which you can see there in the background. And there's some bigger hotels here too, like the Sheraton, and there's tons of restaurants because this place is inundated with employees, with people that work here during the day. So right behind these brown buildings on the right, these trees and brown buildings, is St. Anthony's Hospital. And St. Anthony's Hospital is a big hospital for the area. It also has a trauma center and an ER. And around St. Anthony's, there are tons of smaller medical facilities as well. Now, right behind St. Anthony's is the Federal Center. And the Federal Center is the largest conglomerate of federal agencies outside of Washington, D.C. So you can see why I sort of declare this street as Professional Row, because of all the big professional buildings, because of the Federal Center, because of St. Anthony's Hospital. This is where you're gonna find a lot of those professional jobs here in the Lakewood area. So as you can tell, Lakewood has it all. From the Lakewood Country Club, which we didn't even go to the professional buildings, the professional area along Union Boulevard, to the large employers that I pointed out, to all the parks and trails, to lots of shopping, some very cool walkable neighborhoods to Belmar, which is sort of the city hub, some new construction homes, some older homes with no HOAs and larger lots, and some incredible views. And finally, located really close to the foothills. So getting up to our famous world-class ski towns is not that bad of a drive. Now, if I can be of help to you in finding a neighborhood or a suburb that might be a right fit for you and your family, please don't hesitate to reach out. And I love making these videos for you, but I'm way better at helping you with your real estate needs. Now, again, all of my contact information is below. And if you liked this video, if you found it valuable, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more of my videos about what it's like to live, work, and play right in the Denver metro area, we'll hit that subscribe button. Now, I did a pros and cons video about Lakewood, and I'm going to post it right here. So if you want more information about what it's like to live in Lakewood, we'll go check this video out. And I will see you over on this next video.